In this video, I'll be talking about slope-intercept form. So what is the slope-intercept form? Well, the slope-intercept form is y equals to mx plus b. B is the y-intercept. So if you had a line that was like that, the b would be -1 because that's where it intersects the y-axis. X and y are just the coordinates of a point, and m is the slope. So if there is a question like y equals 2x plus 4, and they said to draw a line, well, it's actually pretty easy. We can just put in random x and y values and make a line. So if we had x and y, if x was, let's say, 0, what would be y? If x was 0, it would be 0 times 2, which is 0, plus 4. So y would be 4. If we had x as 1, well, it would be 1 times 2 plus 4, which is 6. You could already make a line with just 2 coordinates, but I'm going to do 2 more coordinates to make sure. If we had 2, that would be 2 times 2, which would be 4, plus 4, which would be 8. If we had 3, 3 times 2, 6 plus 4, which would be 10. So if we had 3, it would be 10. Okay, now I'm going to put it on this graph here. So 0 and a 4, 1 and a 6. Let's see, 1 and a 6. And we have 2 and a 8. So it'd be right there. And we have a 3 and a 10. So it'd be right there. We could make a line with that right now. Let's make the line. So it would look something like that. And so if you give this, they'd be like, good job. I'll give you guys 2 more examples. If we had y is equivalent to x plus 2. Well, there's no m here. Where did the m go? Well, the m is just 1 in this case because there's x plus 2 and m is just 1. So if we made another thing like that, and we had x and y. If we put the 0, we would get y as 2. If we put 1, we would get 1 plus 2, which is 3. If we had 2, we would get 4. If we had 3, we would get 5, because 3 plus 2 is 5. And now we could make a line with this. 0 and a 2, so right there. And then a 1 and a 3, so right there. Oops. Right over there. We have a 2 and a 4, so 2 and a 4. And we have a 3 and a 5, so right there. We could make a line with this now. So it would be from there to there. And we have to extend the line from here to there too. Let's go that way. And then if you gave them this line, this would be a good line. So that's a slope. Let's go to the side. Okay. If we had y is equivalent to 4x minus 2. So we have the graph. We put x and y. If x is -1, then it would be -1 times 4, which is -4, minus 2. So that's -6. If we had 0, it would be 0 times 4, which is 0, and then we had -2. If we have a 1, we have 1 times 4, which is 4 minus 2, which is just 2. And if we have 2, we have 2 times 4, which is 8. And then 8 minus 2, which is 6. So if we have 2, we have 6. And now we can graph this. So we have a -1 and a -6. So right about there. We have a 0, -2, so right about there. 1 and a 2, so right there. And we have a 2 and a 6. So right there. And now we could make a line with this. Let's make a line. Oops. Gotta get my line tool out. There we go. And extend it this way. And that would be the line. And as we can see here, this is actually true. We see the slope here. Because if you go 1 to the right, that's run, because it's rise over run. And then we rose 4. So we rose 4, and we rose 4, Whoopsies. We rows 4. Y. Okay, if we rows 4 and we just ran 1 over here, well then the slope is 4, and that's what was in the slope-intercept form. So there it is. And then if we go down, this is going to be our last example. If we had y is equivalent to negative 2x plus 2, and then we had x and a y. What if our x was negative 1? If it was negative 1, it would be negative 1 times negative 2, which would be 2 plus 2. So then it would be 4. If we had 0, it would be 0 times negative 2, and then it would be plus 2, which would be 2. If we had 1, it would be negative 2 plus 2, so that would be 0. And then if we had 2, it would be 2 times negative 2, which would be negative 4 plus 2. So it would be if we had if we had 2, we would get our answer as negative 2. Because 2 times negative 2 is negative 4 plus 2, which is negative 2. And now we can graph this. So negative 1 and a 4, so it'd be right there. That would be right over there. We have 0, 2 right there. We have 1, 0 right there. And then we have 2, negative 2. So it'd be right there. And now we can draw a line with this. Let's draw a line. And then we could keep going that way. And we increase it that way. But if you give them this line, this would be perfect. Okay. And try to remember the y equals mx plus b formula, because in later episodes, I'm going to show you how to convert this into other equations. And that will be it for this video. Bye.